Hello YouTube, welcome to a brand new episode of The Vinyl Survivor. This is where I talk about the albums I've recently listened to from my inbox, let you know what I thought of them, let you know whether they're going to be staying in the collection back there or going away. Let's go ahead and get into it. Got a jam-packed episode here for you. First one I have here is a reissue of David Bowie's Aladdin Sane, classic album from him from 1973 was the original release year of this one. Of course, this one has Genie on it. Really nice reissue they did here just a few years ago. And of course, it has this classic gatefold. It's got a nice recreation of the original inner sleeve with lyrics on it. There's also this recreation of the original fan club sort of application form. It was pretty neat. And then nice heavyweight pressings of these. The Bowie label there. Yeah, really nicely done on these reissues. And yeah, some of these Bowie albums are just really hard to find in the wild. Really super expensive now that he's passed. So yeah, this is the way I have collected them, and definitely enjoyed listening to this album. This was my first time really hearing these albums is through these reissues, so that's the way for me to hear them. And I don't really want to go and stream this kind of stuff. I want to hear it on vinyl the way it was originally meant to be listened to. And yeah, definitely enjoyed the music on here a lot. I love this stuff. I love all the Bowie stuff, and yeah, definitely cool album and definitely staying in my collection. All right, next up we have the reissue of David Bowie's self-titled album, sometimes called Space Oddity. Really nice recreation again of this gatefold lyrics. Very nice. It came with a recreation of the original UK inner sleeve, and it also came in a polylined inner sleeve. And then a recreation of that. Is that a Parlophone label that was looks like this? But yeah, really cool. Nice heavyweight reissues of these. Yeah, I mean, again, another classic Bowie album. One that can be difficult to find at all, and if you do find a nice copy, it's going to be super expensive. But you got, sort of the classic Space Oddity song on here. Definitely enjoyed this one. Glad to have it, and it's going to be staying in my collection. All right, next up from the David Bowie show, we have Hunky Dory, another classic early album from him. Yeah, this one's another one that's really enjoyable. Queen Bitch, Oh You Pretty Things, Life on Mars. Yeah, just great stuff. Definitely enjoyed listening to these all. This one included. That one got the orange label treatment. And again, recreation of the original inner sleeve, even though it's kind of plain, it just says Parlophone on it or whatever. And then a polylined inner sleeve. Yeah. Hunky Dory, another classic from Bowie, and yeah, I dig it. I dig all of these, and that's one staying in the collection. All right, I promise this is the last Bowie for a while, but had to get through these and share with you how much I enjoyed them. But this is The Man Who Sold the World. Of course, the title track on here, The Man Who Sold the World, All the Madmen, The Width of a Circle. Just another classic Bowie album, and just a great album. They're all great. They're all amazing. Did Bowie make a bad album? I don't know. But these are good. It's sort of another different sort of black label there. Yeah, so that's Man Who Sold the World by Bowie. And yeah, another great album and another classic, and it's staying in my collection. All right, next up we got a piece of music by Robert Greenridge and Michael Utley titled Mad Music. And this is, I don't even know how to explain this. It's I guess it could be classified as jazz. It's kind of light fusion jazz. I didn't enjoy it, I guess I could say. And lots of keyboards on here. It's also got like steel drums, and they tried to bring in some like island Caribbean kind of feel to it. Yeah, it just wasn't for me. It's on the MCA Master Series label. All right, next up we have I believe the one and only album by the group Blue Angel, which was not really much of a successful group, but it's most well known for the singer, which is Cyndi Lauper. See her on the back there. So yeah, this was a group she was in the late 70s, early 80s. This album was from 1980, and yeah, it's kind of weird hearing her in more of and has sort of a rockabilly kind of, not a rockabilly kind of vibe, but more of a but yeah, pretty enjoyable album from them. And yeah, it's cool to hear Cyndi Lauper on here, and she's can't mistake her voice. She is who she is, and it was fun to hear this, and enjoyable to listen to as well. I enjoyed the songs on here. Hadn't heard this before. It's on the Polydor Records label. Next thing I have to talk about here is the self-titled album by The Clash. And if you watched my channel for any bit of time, you know I'm not really into punk music very much, but The Clash is kind of that group that everybody loves, even if they're not into punk music. And I can't deny that I do enjoy this, and it's very approachable, and it's very, very good and very enjoyable. So I definitely enjoyed listening to this. This one's got I Fought the Law on it. Cool album and enjoyable listen. So that one's going to be staying in my collection, and that's on the Epic Records label. So yeah, The Clash, self-titled, got a thumbs up for me, and it's staying in my collection. I got a small Clash collection going here. Got a few more we'll get to here in a minute. All right, next up, the first album. I think there was only 2 albums, or maybe 3, from the group Ramatam. Self-titled. This is most well known for having Mitch Mitchell on drums after Hendrix passed away. And this is a good group, an enjoyable group, and just sort of a 70s rock and roll group. And just a good sort of 70s hard rock group, and enjoyable. And they're on the Atlantic Records label. So that's Ramatam, self-titled, surprisingly good and enjoyable. And if you're into 70s hard rock kind of stuff, I suggest checking them out if you haven't already. It's good stuff. Now, that's one you can find in dollar bins and stuff here and there if you keep an eye out for it. So it's a good one. All right, the next one for the Clash collection. This is Sandinista, or not Sandinista. This is Give 'Em Enough Rope. 1978, it looks like, is the year on this one. Again, very approachable punk music that has a bit of, they get a bit into reggae and other kind of stuff. So yeah, just enjoyable, and I dug it. Enjoyed listening to this as well. And that's again on the Epic Records label. So yeah, Give 'Em Enough Rope, another one that's I dug it and staying in my collection. All right, and last but not least, just lost one of my lights, so I'm going to try to get through this really quick here. We got Sandinista by The Clash. Their epic 3 LP album. It's just all over the place, but cool songs, enjoyable album. Really, really dug it. And yeah, that's another one. That one's staying in the collection as well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here before I lose my second light. And I thank you for watching. Have a great day or great night. Leave me some comments down below if you have any comments or questions. Have a great day, great night. Remember, there is no bad music, only music you don't like. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.